So good morning and welcome. My name is Dr. Carlos M. Cotto Jr. and I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Innovation, Equity, and Engagement for the Schenectady City School District. On behalf of our board and our superintendent, I would like to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to spend time with us this morning in celebration of the work that we are doing in partnership with our community. Today we are excited to share how we as a community have come together to support our students, family, and community as we open our food pantries across all elementary schools in partnership with many community organizations. We have shifted our student backpack program to a family pack program in an effort to provide access to the entire family. The power of collaboration with a focus on our community in support of our students and families. Today we share a perfect example of what is possible when we come together as a community to support the members of our community. As a district, we speak of our core values: equity, collaboration, and learning. Today, we have fully and truly embedded our core values into this initiative in partnership with our community in providing pantries across all of our elementary schools to support, again, our students and families. We have also embedded 3 of our pillars, that being passionate people. This work cannot be done with those of you in this space. The partnerships with our community and our families. And then the efficient systems. You know, as you listen to the speakers today, you'll see how these pieces all come together to truly support our families and the community as a whole. I would also like to uplift our parent liaisons who have played a key role in this work in providing the true lived experiences of the members in which they support throughout the course of the day. And they've been integral in kind of providing that level of guidance and that level of leadership and support and understanding how we transition and provide that support to our families. I truly believe the more we continue to work together as a community in partnership with our stakeholders, anything is possible. Unity within our community is the answer to the work that we have ahead of us. And stronger together is how we get this done. With that said, I'd like to transition and have Kayla Ambezi come up, our coordinator of community schools, supervisor of community schools. Kayla Ambezi.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Kayla Ambezi. I am the supervisor of community schools for Schenectady City School District. And I'm excited to share the power of partnership and collaboration happening here in our school district to increase access to food for our families. Prior to the shift from the backpack program to a school-based food pantry program, students at the elementary level were identified based on a need to receive a backpack of food for the weekends that only served that identified student. This did not take into account maybe a sibling in high school, a sibling who's not school-aged yet, or the caregivers of that student. We have moved to a more equitable system where any family that has a student in the Schenectady City School District can access a school-based food pantry, take whatever they need to feed their entire family. Families now have the autonomy to choose what they need and want from our food pantries, where previously they had received a pre-packaged bag that was standardized for all children. The school-based food pantry program had a soft launch back in October of 2023, and in the past 3 months we have served about 180% more children with this model and have served 227 adults that were previously not being served by our previous program. We expect to see these numbers continue to grow as families become more familiar with the process to access and utilize the school-based food pantry program. The process is simple. Families connect with their school's parent liaison and ask to utilize the pantry, and we help them take it from there. You are invited to discreetly come into our buildings and access the pantry and take whatever you need. There is no limit on how many times a family can access the pantry, because our greatest concern here is that families receive all the food that they need to ensure that their kids are fed, their families are fed, and everybody is successful. Now you're going to have an opportunity to hear from some of our amazing partners that have helped make this possible. Our partners that have assisted in this process are the Schenectady Foundation, MVP Healthcare, Broadview Federal Credit Union, SICM, Food Pantries for the Capital District, the Regional Food Bank, United Way of the Greater Capital Region, Justice for Orphans Care Portal, Liberty Church, and of course the Schenectady City School District under the leadership of Assistant Superintendent Dr. Carlos Cotto. Thank you so much for your time today.
At this time, I would like to introduce a key partner, a partner that brought us all together throughout the course of the last year and a half in this planning, which is the VP of Community Engagement at MVP Healthcare, Ellen Sachs.
Good morning. It's very exciting to be here today. I'm going to take you back just briefly to 2014 when SEPQ, at the time, now Broadview, the Regional Food Bank, the City Mission of Schenectady, the Schenectady Foundation got together to say we need to serve more children in the school. And at that time, I think we were supporting about 40 children through the Weekend Backpack Program. And we said we can do better. And over the years, we did better. We were serving, prior to the pandemic, almost 1,000 children in the school district. What we realized is who was making the decision as to who was getting the food, and what kind of food were they getting, and did it make a difference to them? And it was only in the elementary school, so we weren't looking at middle school and high school, which obviously there are needs. And it was only 1,000 children, and we knew there were a lot more than 1,000 children in the Schenectady School District that needed assistance. So we decided, after the pandemic, things were changing, we said we need to do something more equitable to re-envision what the Weekend Backpack Program could look like, what we could do together. And so over a 7-month period, every month, a dedicated, committed group met, and we talked about what we can do to re-envision the backpack program. And the outcome, as you just heard, a more comprehensive and equitable approach to food resources. And this pantry is one example of that. I have to thank, personally, each and every person that participated, so you gotta bear with me, it won't take too long. But in the committee, Bob Careau and Christy Milligan from the Schenectady Foundation, Aaron Breslin, Mike Sicosio, and Robin Messick from the City Mission of Schenectady, Kathy Lanny and Katie Farrow from Broadview, Betsy Dixon and Molly Nickel from the Regional Food Bank, Amari Tenon Santos from Sikkim, Natasha Pernica and Peter Castro Donnelly from Food Pantries in the Capital District, Heather Senecal from the United Way, and from the Schenectady City School District, an amazing team we are so lucky to have here.
My name is Brittany. I'm one of the many staff here that helps to educate the families that they can access this resource here at the school. And I just want to say on behalf of the families that many have a deep gratitude for the ability to access food here at school where they feel comfortable, where they feel safe, and where it's easiest for them to get what they need. Some of our families are utilizing the pantry routinely, and even more are utilizing it when there's emergency situations, when they become displaced or lose their benefits, and it really has made a huge difference in the lives of our families here. And we're all very grateful for this opportunity to have this here and have the access available.
So this initiative is really about meeting children where they are, acknowledging their diverse backgrounds, and making sure that they have what they need in order to grow and thrive. So this, as Ellen said, we have an incredibly dedicated core of stakeholders who are willing to pivot to meet the needs. We did annual surveys of families to make sure that we were hitting the needs of our families. And when we realized that there was perhaps a better way, we pivoted, and this is what the school pantry program has become. So now we have pantries in every elementary school in the district. We also have them in the high school and some of the middle schools, and I know there's expansion plans to bring it so that it's a full-service district-wide initiative that can be accessed by students and families to make sure that they meet that potential.
The challenge that we faced as we were meeting and realized that the Weekend Backpack program was going to have to be rolled back is not only how do we expand so that whole families can have access to food, but also making sure that we have access points for food that kids could feel comfortable at accessing, right? And not only families, but children. Schenectady Community Ministries came alongside the planning, deploying a pilot in 2022 at the MLK school, and expanding it through 2023 to 8 of the elementary schools. And this is a roll down by numbers. In 2022, mobile pantries starting at the MLK school saw 1,586 visits. That's on average groceries for 71,000 meals that were served. In 2023, we saw a 111% increase in services. Not only were we now at 8 elementary schools, we saw 3,339 visits. That's representing groceries for 150,255 meals. And the mobile pantries in 2023 for Schenectady Community Ministries represented 16.1% of our total visits to all of our pantry initiatives. To put that in context, in 2023, Schenectady Community Ministries mobile pantries, our pantry at the down on Albany Street, and our deliveries provided 20,735 visits, and that's 838,000 meals at the worth of groceries that were handed out. The important thing for us was to make sure that we were close to people, and adding community-based and school-based pantries allows teachers, administrators to come alongside the individual and the whole families and provide long-term support. And we are looking forward how this partnership will continue and how it will continue to impact children.